afternoon, hello, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 3rd of November. Now if you are new here, please remember to subscribe, hit those like buttons guys, and always feel welcome to comment down below. I love hearing from you. I am here with my doggos. I've got Sprocket and Sophie's over there. They can get a little disruptive, as most of you guys know out there. We have been out mowing today, so they're both hopefully pretty exhausted from that. I'm a bit worn out myself. Now, I just wanted to come on and make a few announcements. Firstly, I just want to let you guys know, I know a lot of you comment about your comments disappearing sometimes, and I have to just say that I was just on my YouTube. Now, I get on and I write back to you guys all the time. I think most of you know that I do. I usually get on the next day, or within a day or two. I will always try and find their comments. I go back actually to the original videos, and I also go into my YouTube studio and I check the comments page. Now, I am very up to date. I think most of you probably know I'm a pretty organized person. And I went in today and I started commenting on a few comments, and then suddenly all these comments appeared. So they have been hiding, I would say, YouTube has done this, a lot of your comments, and now they've just all come up in a big pile. So I'll get on and I'll message you back. So if I'll do that in the next day, it might take me a little while. I'll try and do a few tonight. But if I haven't answered you, apologies from me, because I would say YouTube's hidden them and now they've put them back. It was so strange because I'm up to date. Every day I check it, and now there's like this huge amount of comments. So it looks like they've put them back on the platform. So I'll go back and comment. So if you think I'm ignoring you, I'm not. I do check every day for my comments because I like to reply to you guys. We built a little community here. I talk to you guys a lot as you guys talk to me. So I would never do that. So apologies. I don't even know what's been going on there. You guys were kind of onto it a little bit, and obviously YouTube's either hidden them from me and now they've put them back on. So I'll try to get to those. So look out for my replies now, guys. I wasn't being rude and ignoring you. I don't know. This YouTube algorithm crap is just getting really crazy, isn't it now? Now, the other thing we need to talk about, I hope she didn't shut the curtain. Oh no, not today. The other thing we need to talk about, now I'm going to move my chair, guys, because then we can see what's happening. Oh my God. Sorry, my dogs are just terribly disruptive, aren't they? Not Sprocket, he's always likes a good sleep. Sophie, sit down now. Come on. Okay, the other thing I wanted to announce is I've come to the conclusion of the names, guys. Yes, I think the name that we will use for the people waking up, because we got some great ideas. You guys are fantastic. We've just had everything. We've had zombies, parrots, everything. We've had so many names, and I've gone through and I've really checked to which ones came up the most, and I think we would probably all agree that the name for the people waking up, which really suits them, is the sleepwalkers. Now, a lot of you like sleepers and that as well, and this kind of thing. So I thought it would be ideal to actually use sleepwalkers because it's like they're walking around asleep. I hope you guys are happy with that. It's like a combination of a little bit of everything, because it's like they're in that sort of dream state. They're just wandering around, like literally like sleepwalking. It's like they're aware but they're not aware, and they're still half asleep and don't really know what they're doing. So I think we'll use the word sleepwalkers. I hope you guys are happy with that one for the people waking up, the sleepwalkers. And for the new book that we're rewriting, which is the Awakening, the book about the Great Awakening. Oh, my dogs, they're very disruptive. Sorry, Sophie just can't sit still because she gets so itchy. She's very fidgety sometimes. Sit down, Soph. Sit. I'll just get her to sit because then she'll be quiet. Sit down. Thank you. Oh my God, sorry guys. Now, getting back to the book that we're rewriting. We're not part of the COVID agenda story. We've rewritten a book over here so that I can talk about it in my videos moving forward. If you are new here, we've been coming up with some fantastic names. You guys have just been so creative and had some brilliant things. But I think the one that really stood out the most for me, and probably to you guys too if you read any of the comments, is Escape from Clown World. It is. It's like, it reminds me of that Escape from Alcatraz, that movie, or that book or whatever, the movie Escape from Alcatraz. That's what it's like, Escape from Clown World. That's the name of the book. Because it is, it's like we're living in a clown world. Nothing feels real. It's so ridiculous. You can't believe people can't sit. So I have decided to choose Escape from Clown World. Oh, I hope you guys are happy with those choices. Now I'm going to close my eyes. We'll get started and we'll see what comes up for the 3rd of November. If my dogs stay settled. God, they're showing me this beautiful harbour in Greece. And it's the blue water. I'm getting in Greece the tide is turning. The tide is turning. I think I was saying how in Greece they've had a lot of fight backs and a lot of people standing up. I feel like the tide is turning in Greece. You got a lot of dictating tyrants over there. But the people are standing back. There's this tide's turning because people are waking up. I'm getting the blue water in Greece like a harbour. But the tide's turning. Because the people are pushing back. See, when people push back, it causes a tide to turn. It doesn't just keep washing. The water and the waves don't keep washing over the people. So I'm getting that for Greece. That's pretty positive. If you can cause any sort of shift in your government policies that they're dishing out, I am getting that for Greece. They're making, the people are making a stand in Greece, and it's pushing back the tide. I'm getting Poland, Finland. Renewables. We know it's happening. They're hitting hard. These areas are getting really hit hard. They're rolling it out. It's showing the big rollout of the reset agenda. It sounds like you guys are going to have the climate change activists. We talk about those here, the sort of set up actors that are playing the climate change activists to put a spotlight on climate change, and then they're being arrested to let everybody else know, don't you dare protest and stand up or you're going to be arrested like these naughty little children. That's how it's all played out, isn't it? I mean, we're talking here about the people throwing paint on all the paintings and super gluing their hands to the ground in the fancy car yards and all this kind of thing. Like, it's absolute setup and just a big show, just to let people know that if they stand up against government, basically is the message, you're going to get arrested. Yep, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to be put on the news and arrested. That's what they're trying to put out to people. Ooh, scare those terrible protesters that they've put in place to frighten the people. It's like so obvious. It's like watching anyway, enough. So that's what's happening in these areas. I think you're going to get your climate activists sort of doing their little performances now. Let's see where else we get. Oh, I'm just getting London, Belgium, Munich, France. God, I'm getting Iceland. I'm just getting the pushback begins. There's pushbacks. People are pushing back because they're going broke. They're going down to nothing. What are people going to do? One of you commented on here too. What are you going to do when you've got nothing? That's when you stand up and fight. We've talked about that here before. When people start attacking your finances and that you can't feed your family and things are getting really dire, that's when people stand up. Fingers crossed they do, because they've been pretty hopeless at it up to now, haven't they? So I'm getting that for these areas. The pushbacks are starting to begin. It's that, I always talk about that sort of simmering energy that bubbles beneath the surface and then eventually comes out. I'm getting that for a lot of these regions. Oh, how's it going? They're just showing me these people, and we can call them the sleepwalkers. Some of the sleepwalkers are starting to be woken up from their coma. It's almost like someone's splashing them with water, or they're getting that sort of shock factor. And it's showing them in a boxing ring now, and they're kind of boxing. I'm getting that Rocky music that, again, we've had it before, the Eye of the Tiger, where people are boxing now in the ring and they're getting themselves fit. It's like showing Rocky getting himself. Everybody's watched Rocky. Maybe if you're young here, you might need to go and check out the Rocky movies. But for most of us from the 80s, it's that training that people are starting to train themselves up now of how they're going to move their life forward and how they're going to fight government. They're not quite doing it yet, but they're thinking about it, and that's a good thing. And they're showing me that dun 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 dun. So they're doing their boxing, they're getting fit, they're trying to raise up their vibration and frequency. So we'll take that as a positive, because they need to be doing this. And see, it's not only about physical strength. This is about the mental strength, because as we know, and as these sleepwalkers are finding out, it's not easy fighting your government, because it's very easy to get squashed and lost in that. You cannot do it as one single person. You have to come together to fight. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the eye of the tiger as that's their warm-up song. So they're just in training at the moment. God, let's hope they really take on the challenge. Let's see where else we go. God, I'm getting that ABBA song again, money, money, money. They're showing me like money, money, money. And it's showing me like, oh God, Trudeau must be earning a packet over there. Seriously, he must get like extra bonuses, I reckon, from Cotton Schwab. Because they're showing me him like just throwing money in the air, like money, money. And I'm getting Dan Andrews doing the same thing. Money, 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 just throwing money in the air. Well, we know they spent it pretty easily. Spend our money pretty easily, but I'm getting this money, money, money. So they're making, I'm thinking, lots of money and profits. That's what I'm getting, that song, money, 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 in a rich man's world. All women's. Look at Jacinda Ardern. I'm sure she's making a few dollars out of all this. And Palachuk, not to forget Anastasia Palaszczuk here in Australia. They're all making lots of money, but some seem to make more than others. So I'm getting all the cash flying around. Oh, and it's almost, oh God, it's showing me like Trudeau taking in the smell of the money, like, oh, he's finding it euphoric, and that's what I'm getting for Trudeau. So I don't know what's going on over there, guys, but he's making a bucket load of cash somewhere, maybe slipping it under the table, not just saying, but he loves the aroma and there's the visual effect of all the money. Oh, it's showing me him like one of those poker machines, but his eyes are like the dollar signs, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Oh, that's Trudeau. No surprises for you guys in Canada, is it, that he's making a killing with all his projects and things. As I always tell you, he's the teacher's pet. He's K. Schwab's teacher's pet. He's the teacher's pet. He always has been. He loves it. Let's see where else we go today. God, I'm getting this visual, and I'm getting this visual of America, but I'm getting this visual of Clinton. I am, and it's not Hillary Clinton, it's Bill Clinton. I keep getting these images of Bill Clinton. I don't think he's coming back, that's not what I'm saying, but I think he's around the scene. It's like he's having some input into all this, or his voice will be heard a lot around a lot of this that's coming. I am getting Bill Clinton. Oh my God, so much goes on over there in America, doesn't it? But I am seeing his face. Whether he's going to be interviewed a lot. Oh, sorry guys, I just got to let my dogs out. Hang on 2 secs. Yeah. Sorry guys, that was my hubby's come home and the dogs will not stop until I let them go. Yeah, so I'm getting that Bill Clinton's face. I'm just seeing that maybe he's gonna be interviewed a lot around a lot of these kind of aspects. Perhaps that could be also what it is, because they still bring a lot of knowledge to these areas too, and people like to get their perspective, so it could even be around that. I mean, they've all had their journey, haven't they? Running a country is not an easy thing, so people do kind of still respect, despite his Monica Lewinsky event, people still do have respect. Maybe not for Hillary, but I'm not sure. I don't live in America, so I'm not sure how you guys feel about him, but I do feel like people think he's kind of worth listening to get his perspective on things, which is interesting, isn't it? all these years later. Okay, let's see where else we go. God, I'm getting this visual of people camping out. I'm getting this visual of people camping out. And it's showing me like big groups of people camping out. And I think, to be honest, this is around like Christmas. People can't afford these expensive holidays and things anymore. They're having to change their lifestyles. So they're having to pick the cheaper options. Like camping is a cheap option. You can pretty much go away, and as long as you've got a shovel and like a creek or a river or something near you, you can pretty much cope all right. So that's what I'm getting. People are downsizing their holiday situations. They're not going to the big luxurious resorts anymore. You'd love this, Chris. Most people are choosing the cheaper option, and that's just the visual of the camping. I don't mean we all go camping. I'm a bit of a glamper myself. I don't do the camping now at my age. I used to when I was younger. We've never been big campers, but this is what I'm saying. People are looking for the cheaper options for their holiday events now. They just can't afford, which is really what the goal was for the elites, was to take most people out of the equation so they get all the beautiful islands and holiday resorts to themselves. So I am seeing more of this kind of camping. God, I hope it doesn't mean people are becoming homeless and they're starting to camp in their tents. That's certainly going to be something that's probably on the rise as well. But this is more around affordability, what people can afford for their holidays and the things they can do. And you know what it is as well? People are looking for that escape. They want to escape out into nature because, you know, people can sense their lives are slipping away from them. Look at us. We love being out in our gardens, in Terra Bella. We found peaceful places. We bike ride. We canoe, we do all these kind of things. You know, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that people are looking for that simplified life. This is the sleepwalkers. Probably maybe us as well, but more so we do a lot of that anyway, but this is more about the sleepwalkers waking up. They're having to simplify their life because they haven't got a choice anymore. Let's see where else we go today. God, I'm getting London Bridge again. Oh, they're showing me today London Bridge. We get London Bridge here a lot on this channel. They're showing me London Bridge and it's got a bit of damage. They're actually, I would say, they're in damage control still. And this could be Sushi. He's a bit in damage control. He knows he's got to sound confident and know what he's talking about. And I know you guys are saying that too. He's a little bit robotic, isn't he? But they're showing me London Bridge with Band-Aids all over it. So it's got like Band-Aids on it. Like they're trying to cover the wounds of England and London. These are the government leaders. They're trying to cover the wounds so no one sees them. And so they can heal up so they don't get worse and get infected and spread like a big, you know, what do you call it? When something gets really septic and gets really bad. They don't want things to kind of ulcerate. That's what I'm getting. So they've currently got the Band-Aids on things. This is what London Bridge is about. I know that's what I'm getting for London and England and around this Sushi Charles event. They're having to put the Band-Aids on. They've got to get the wounds healing. They know that they're losing the people. See, I keep saying that. The people have realised their old lives are driven by in the hearse, and now they've got to get the trust back of the people. This is what's very important. So this is why it's so important for Sushi that he comes out very confident and very sure of what he's saying and the direction he's taking everybody in the UK, Britain, England. That's just what I'm getting. So at the moment, we've got the Band-Aids on to stop the infections from spreading. I think I know who they would think the infections were. The BS detectors might be a bit infectious. We can cause things to spread. So they've got the Band-Aid over it. So everything should be all right at the moment. That's what I'm getting for London Bridge. Let's see what else we get. Ooh, I'm getting China. China's taking over. China's taking over the masses, actually. Oh, they're showing me China like a creeping... What do you call that creeping... Not a creeping flood. Oh, what is it? It's like creeping slime, isn't it? We talked about the green algae and slime yesterday, but I'm getting this like creeping. China's creeping. It's that, I think I said it the other day actually, they're taking over by stealth. They're just creeping forward, taking over, spreading their beautiful ideas of communism. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? So I am getting that for China. They're really spreading now. They just keep moving and spreading, moving and spreading, moving and spreading globally. That's what they're doing. China wants to be up the top. Keep telling you that. I don't think it's about Russia. I don't. I think it's China wants to be at the top. No, they want to be the global elites. No. Anyway. All right, I'll see if there's something else today. God, these sleepwalkers, they're showing me they feel like they're staring down the barrel of a gun. They do. They feel like they're about to be shot at. Now, I talked this morning in this morning's video about us we came out with all guns blazing, and then we cleared the way and the path forward for ourselves. Well, these people are still working out how to clear the path for themselves. And I think because they're not prepared and they didn't see what was coming, I'd say they haven't got their holster on and their guns, and they're quite ill prepared. So that's why they feel like they're staring down the barrel of a gun. It's weird. And you know the song that the guides are giving me is, we've got a singer here in Australia called John Farnham. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's very well known. He's got an amazing voice. He's just had throat cancer, actually. He had an operation on his throat. And he's got this song, and it's actually a song for the freedom fighters called You're the Voice. Go and check it out because it's such a brilliant song. Every time we went to protests here, they played it blaringly loud on the speakers. You're the voice, try and understand it. And in there's a line that says, down the barrel of a gun. I'm not sure what the words are, but it's just come into my mind then, that words of the song. Down the barrel of a gun. That's one of the words in it. So that's how these sleepwalkers feel. They feel like they're looking down the barrel of a gun because of all the crap that's coming towards them. Oh, they need to get their bulletproof vest on like we did, the Braveheart bikers and the sheriffs of truth. But that's what I'm getting for these people. They feel like they're staring down the barrel of a gun. It's not a good feeling, isn't it? It's almost like saying they don't feel like they've got an outrage. See, this is where it's not a bad thing because it'll cause them to stand up and fight back. Hang on. Let's see where else we go today. Oh, the guides are saying, hide your loose change. They're saying to hide your loose coins, your loose change, any notes you've got. Someone gave me a tip one time, and it was actually a girl working at KFC. We were talking about money and how they're getting rid of cash. And I thought she had a good tip. She said, put some away for your kids and that for the future. And it's funny because years ago when we got rid of a lot of older notes here, my mum put a heap away for my kids, and it's great. They've got these really old notes and things. Well, they're probably of value, I don't know, but it's more of just a keepsake, because if cash does disappear, it's nice to have a memory of it, because we know it's going to be a memory in the distance, and we're probably never going to see it again. So the guides are saying, put some of your cash and your bits and pieces away. Store them now. Store them for safekeeping. And I think it's more of a memory, probably not not for financial gain, because I think it's going to be pretty worthless in years to come. If you're looking at investing, probably look at your silver and gold. I think one of you was actually asking me that. You were losing money on one of those crypto-y things. Get something concrete like your silver and your gold that goes up and down sort of in value, but you can hang on to it till things kind of peak. Because obviously housing and the investment of that is quite tricky at the moment because they're so expensive, houses, and interest rates keep moving. So that's what I'm getting. Just put some cash aside because you probably won't see it for much longer, as we know. Hang on, I'll see if there's something else to close with today. God, I'm getting memories are good. Memories are good. And see, maybe that's why they're telling us to put the money aside too. Like, it's just a memory, isn't it? It's a memory of the good old days when we used cash. Oh my God, when we were free and we could do whatever we wanted. Oh my God, you'd go to the shop, remember, as a kid, you'd buy a 5-cent bag of lollies. Like, these are great memories. So this is just the kind of stuff that I'm getting, you know, just memories of how our society used to be. They're giving me actually that Barbara Streisand song, Memories, like the corners of my mind. I love that song. I think it's off The Way We Were. Sorry guys, I just get so much music here because music can take us to a really far away place sometimes. So I am getting memories of the way we were. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? Does that mean we're heading down the reset road? I think it could be that. Oh, I do feel like that's where we're headed, unfortunately. Or maybe not all of us. We still head the other way, don't we? We still veered off the road a while ago. Hang on a sec, I'll see there's something to close with today. Yeah, they're just saying that these people that are sleepwalkers, they're finding it very hard to navigate. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like they're on this road to nowhere, which we talk about a lot. But now the government's put all these cones and everything. You know how you do like a driving test and a driving course, and it's one of those tricky driving courses where you're really challenged? Well, that's what they've put in front of all these people. They've got cones and they've got blockages on the road. And so these people are finding this really hard to navigate, this journey forward. And again, it's just showing us in the grandstands, looking from afar, just observing, watching all this playing out. And their guides are saying that's where we need to stay, just up in the grandstands, removed from all of this. Well, still the narrative, but staying detached is the message that I'm getting. So I'm going to leave you with that today because I think that's a lot of information to take on. Oh, sorry about my dogs. They're always disrupting my videos, aren't they? But you know what they're like. They've always got to be with me. Look, I hope everything's going all right where you guys are living. I'm really sorry about the comments down below. I don't know what YouTube does and then they reappear. It drives me crazy, but we all know how they work. Don't want anyone waking up, so they've got to squash, squash, squash. So I'll get back to all the comments and look out for those. And I will say goodbye from Australia. Take care. Don't forget to hit the like buttons, guys. Please comment. I will get back to them now that YouTube has put them back up. Oh, my goodness. All right, I'll say goodbye. Hit the like buttons, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Bye from Australia. Bye.